Welcome out to this beautiful venue that is Worldwide Technology Raceway.
All right, Thursday morning practice is underway and ProSpec is out. Ben is running. Made a little bit of a gear adjustment because the track changed. How are you feeling?
Solid, man. As good as ever.
Hell yeah.
Can't not feel good in this machine, so.
Cool. So a little break and then qualifying.
A little water and a little salmon, we're good to go.
Yeah. So we can learn a little bit from the ProSpec guys, especially when they're driving a car that's very similarly set up to mine and Simen's. Always good to get data and see how the cars behave.
All right, next up, Pedal Commander GT Radial Feal Suspension. Had Odie talking about Ben Hobson here earlier. Let's see what Hobson's got for us. He's having a lot of fun, man. This young driver. Let's see what he's got for us. He's been driving really well. Again, definitely getting a lot of input from the team owner here. And there it goes, big angle. One of the judges. Oh, sick. Okay, well that's what he got for us. There we go. Into that second outside zone, the third outside zone. What's Hobson got? Yes, sir. Get it in the last zone. Everyone's been missing it. What is Hobson gonna do? Boom, shows up, uses all of it. Ben Hobson, the Pedal Commander, S-Chassis, delivers. Ben Hobson, #1 qualifier, 3 points richer.
We had a great day yesterday in qualifying. It is our third event in a row to qualify #1, so we are super stoked on that as a team, as a whole. As a driver, I'm just stoked, man. It's an honor. Haven't really driven here at night, so it's going to be a little bit different for me, but we're up for the challenge and we're ready to rock and roll.
Feal Suspension GT Radial S15 Pedal Commander. Now coming through that first outside zone 1 into outside zone 2. Little hop and skip into outside zone 2. Now coming into.
We made it through qualifying. Today was rough. It started out great. We came out swinging. Practice was grooving. It was good. But shortly into practice, I followed Zhao Barryon, and I was loving it. I was on his door. It was great. The last outer zone, the wall kind of bubbles out at you, and I just followed him where I thought I need to be. I was slightly staggered, but since the wall K-rail bubbles out, you can't do that there. It was so smoky I couldn't even see the wall. I was just in it, and I hit the back of the car super hard. Actually physically hurt my body because it hit that hard. Luckily, the guys absolutely killed it. We replaced a bunch of Y-Strap parts, Feal suspension parts, DSS axle. Like, we annihilated a lot of parts, but we have good spare packages, so we spent the large majority of practice working on stuff. But overall today, I mean, qualified 5th, I believe. Absolutely stoked on that with very few practice runs. Absolutely stoked on the team. Simen doing really well.
There we go, Simen Olsen getting all the analytics, the breakdown here. And that was an aggressive flick in that first outside zone. Now coming to outside zone 2, the Norwegian flag going sideways here into that third outside zone. Simen Olsen, man, again, 5th event ever driving an LS and S chassis for the first time ever.
Really awesome. I think he qualified the best he's qualified this season. Thanks to that guy. He is incrementally getting faster and better and better. Got second last round, and I think he's on one. I think he's just really getting the groove of my S chassis. So we got some work to do tomorrow. The cars are bruised up. I'm bruised up. I gotta cook food for the crew, and I'm soaking it and enjoying today.
Find out who will win round 3 of the Formula Drift ProSpec Championship. Hobson will lead, being the #1 qualifier. Again, both these guys had incompletes on their lead run. It defected to that. Here comes Hobson out of the gate. Wide, nice swing there into the first outside zone. Trevor Root, he saw this story earlier. Can he duplicate what he did? Again, Hobson, great angle there. Look at that nice big wide arc. Legends of the arc here into that third outside zone, and finally that final outside zone. Hobson did what he needed to do.
Just got done with our top 32 battle against Bystrack. We got the win on that. Going into top 16, we're ready to rock and roll.
Ben Hobson, swing, look at the flick of the wrist into that first outside zone, and it looks like it worked out for O'Sullivan, but Hobson now pulls away, great angle. And look at this is what we saw so well done earlier by Hobson. Different angle there, but look at, you see all the black of the GT Radio, those white Truth Serum wheels standing out at Hobson right there on the course's edge. Good chase job by O'Sullivan. Yep. I'll tell you what, but Hobson is just possessed right now. He is just, again, just a magnet. So Ben Hobson going to the finals, one step closer to a perfect event. Better. Who's more refined? The finals are here. Let's send it. Here we go. Ben Hobson, Andy Haley, who's coming out on top. We know that on top will be Ben Hobson after the point standings of this round. There goes Ben Hobson deep into the outside zone. Haley with good proximity. Could be deeper in that first outside zone. Now into outside zone 2. Haley is nowhere to be found right now in that second outside zone. The third outside zone goes Ben Hobson. Again, Haley coming up short. And the final, put a fork in it. Here we go with that last outside zone. The pedal commander S chassis Hobson. Rock solid, like a rock. So again, Haley running on some used tires here, so he's out front, he's on some slick boys. Hobson pedal back, and there it is. That's gonna be all she wrote, unfortunately, for Andy Haley. Ben Hobson will be getting this victory. There it is, there's your winner, Ben Hobson, feeling it, make some noise for him. Ben Hobson, your winner. There's his pops, giving him the hug, giving him the love.
All right, ProSpec's a wrap, and guess what? Ben's #1, so qualified #1 and finished #1. Hey, you did all right. You did all right. Perfect event. Perfect event, baby.
Yeah, congratulations, Ben Hobson. There it is, Chef Donati, and a hat for the boys.
We are flying in and dropping in here to a very hot and humid Worldwide Technology Raceway. Earlier today, we rounded out round 3 of the Link Engine Management ProSpec Championship, but right now, it is pro time. We got round 5 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship. So Odie Bakshis will lead, Mike Power giving chase. Now transitioning into that first outside zone. Good aggressive initiation from Mike Power. Big angle there from Odie Bakshis. Mike Power, good proximity, very smooth. Pulling away from Power is Odie Bakshis. Now into that third outside zone. Man, really flirting with that red and white wall. Outer zone 3, and then drops it right into that last outside zone, staying clear and away from that red and white rumble strip, which Odie Bakshis gets the win unanimously. So Odie gets the win. Simen Olsen going against Jeff Jones. Simen Olsen, Feal suspension, GT Radial S chassis into that second outside. Oh, Jeff Jones comes out of drift. Oh, that's definitely going to hurt him here. That Evo AutoWorks Nissan 370Z. Simen Olsen continues on, and that's going to be an incomplete for Jeff Jones. Simen looking so comfortable, and let's make it official. Simen Olsen gets the win after he gets second place in New Jersey.
We're just done with top 32. We was battling Jeff Jones. We started out in lead, did a pretty good lead against him. He left some mistakes on the table, so we played it safe, kept it on a safe distance, and just tried to do our job back there. It was almost a little bit too safe, but we got the win. We're now facing Dean Kearney, and we're ready for whatever comes our way. It's been rain, but it's drying up, so let's hope for good weather and another podium.
Now it's time to introduce you to our 16 drivers. He's piling that Feal suspension, GT Radial Ineos Oil S15. It is Odie Bakshis. First year ever piloting a supercharged V8, that Feal suspension, GT Radial S15. It is Simen Olsen. Cosbo, who's pulling for Odie Bakshis. Here they go, that first outside zone 1. Matt Feal drops into formation, coming to outside zone 2. There goes that Feal suspension S chassis. Outside zone 2, being filled. Very smooth is Odie Bakshis. Matt Feal gives him a little bit of room, but isn't too much. Now comes back that exhaust note, firing off in outside zone 4. Hitting that wet pavement, but again, good proximity, good control.
Wow.
Look at this, Odie Bakshis gets the win, taking out our points leader.
They're gonna make a call now.
Here we go, moving on to this battle. Dean Carnage out front, Hyper NFT. Carnage into that first outside zone. He's seeing a lot of different debris being sprayed up in Simen Olsen's face. Now going to that third outside zone. Good sweeping bank into that, again, third outside zone, now into that final outside zone. Simen Olsen maybe giving too much room out front of Dean Carnage Carney. Simen Olsen, see how he manages that first outside zone, right there on the course edge.
Wow.
Could have gotten a little bit deeper here as Dean Carnage Carney, good proximity from him. Look at that, jumping forward, and then SRT-10 Dodge Viper now into that third outside zone. Big angle from Olsen. Again, we've seen cars deeper before, but oh, look at this. Oh no, Dean Carnage Carney comes up short in that last outside zone. All right, so Simen Olsen gets the win and advances on. A buy run is basically there is nobody to compete, showing that the car is capable of competing. So he will advance on, showing that. Here we go, Castro out front, initiates that LTH Mobile 1 GR86. Now coming through into that second outside zone, you can see Simen Olsen, looks like he lunges forward and now transitions into that third outside zone. Simen Olsen right there in that pocket. Now see how they handle that last outside zone for, oh, buddy! And there we go, let's slide him left for Castro or right for Simen Olsen. Simen Olsen gets the win. Our first battle of the Type S Final Four, the Feal Suspension S Chassis, Odie Bakshis, Chris Forsberg in tow. Oh, Forsberg gets to the side and we got body parts flying. Holy cow, you said we wanted to get again, I introduced Matt Sopa to the announcer's curse, and just like that, Forsberg initiates, gets to the side of Odie Bakshis. It looks like too aggressive. A hush falls over the Forsberg Racing. Robbie, was that a unanimous decision that it was that was Forsberg's fault?
Yes, it was, and you know, watching brake lights and the D-cell lights and everything.
The lights extinguish and away they send it. Here we go, Chris Forsberg out front. Odie Bakshis in the chase position. Forsberg initiates, strongly battered and bruised, but definitely not knocked out in that second outside zone. Some gap being created here between Forsberg and Bakshis. And again, it looks like Odie's playing a tempered approach here in that final outside zone. Goes Forsberg, and there goes Bakshis. So, unfortunately for Forsberg, so Odie Bakshis gets the win. Who's it going to be? Osbo. Will he assume again the points lead here in St. Louis? Little Manji across the nose of that Feal Suspension S15. Frederick Osbo dialed. Looks like he is definitely more on rails than he was previously. Simen Olsen. Now that looked like a really good execution going from 1 to 2. And that allows Olsen to get right in that pocket. Transitioning in that final outside zone. Olsen gets a little too aggressive. Bites off more than he can chew. I mean, that was almost perfect by Simen Olsen. What a lead run by Frederick Osbo. Whoever loses here should definitely hold their head high because they're still getting third place. Frederick Osbo gets the win and the points lead. So there we go. We got that. Look at that. I told you. Congratulations. 2 gentlemen, 2 Norwegians, 2 Vikings doing battle. But Frederick, the Norwegian hammer, the successor, but he's got one more spot to gain.
Yeah, I definitely, see moments to capitalize on, and it really helps Simen running a car that's very similar to mine and seeing how it behaves. And yeah, I'm feeling confident. I think Simen, almost had it, and he was doing such a great job. So now it's my turn to finish the job.
Come on, boys. Let's get a winner. Signed, sealed, delivered. Send it. Come on. Odie Bakshis initiates in that first outside zone, hammering down on the throttle. Good angle here from Odie Bakshis. Frederick Osbo, you talked about peaking and getting out there. Is Frederick Osbo peaking right now, or is Odie Bakshis really good execution on that third outside zone? There goes Odie Bakshis in that last outside zone. Tell you what, seems like they tuned it up just a little bit. 3-time champion Frederick Osbo, he now leads that Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra, and also the points lead here in St. Louis, but he'd love to cap it with an overall win here in St. Louis. Into that second outside zone goes Frederick Osbo. Look at the proximity from Odie Bakshis. Go to that third outside zone. Frederick Osbo uses all of it. Now that last and final outside zone, filling all of it. from the boys, 1 and 2. Third place here at round 5 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. He makes some noise for Simen Olsen. Odie Bakshis gets the win unanimously. Odie Bakshis gets the win unanimously.
Thank you all of you for sticking around for the crappy weather.